So, shortly after getting the Hornby 008F tender, rather the Wrenn 8F tender, the same RMWeb user who gave me that offered me some other things. The main reason that he'd sent this was some Hornby 00 wheels, or rather, replacements for them, as the tender for my Hornby 00A4 was a 3-rail and I need to convert it to 2-rail to run with my A4. Along with that, he has sent me several other things, and I thought I'd quickly go over them and show you all what I've got. So, first and foremost, we have this model of the A4 Mallard. This is a static model, unfortunately, but I believe he said that the reason he had so many of these was that he was turning them into streamlined B17s, well, I don't want to say 460 variant of the A4, but the 460 variant of the A4. So he sent me one of these to do as I please with. I'm unsure what I'll do with this, but I reckon a Triang Princess chassis underneath will do quite nicely. Here's a project I'm quite looking forward to. These are some Rosebud Kitmaster Mark I Carriage kits, which he has owned for a good 50 years or so, and he simply hasn't finished them. So he sent them over to me, and I'm going to have loads of fun building these. I've built a couple ratio carriage kits, and I hate them. It's really hard to make them take my track nicely, but he started these ones. This one, I think he was going to... Oh no, he was going to do it in Blood and Custard. The other one is a lot less complete, but also in Blood and Custard. So these will get built. I might touch up the paint on the on the custard colour. These will get built, and hopefully these will make a nice addition to my carriage collection. It's another thing for my locos to haul. Another interesting project. These here are bodies for the Hornby Coronation class. We have an unpainted black one, moulded in black plastic. See, down here. Made in Britain by Hornby. I think this may have been for a tender drive model. Unsure. And this one is moulded in blue plastic, but again, made by Hornby. With how hollow it is, I reckon again for a tender drive. Did they do a tender drive version of the Coronation? I know they did a loco drive version when they were Triang Hornby. Don't know if they did. Non-streamline. Don't know if they did a tender drive version though. So yeah, that's something I'll have to look into. Again, I reckon a Triang Princess chassis, and this will be good to go. Here's a little interesting something. I think this is he said this is a Pico loco, not Pico as in P-E-C-O. Pico, P-I-K-O. I think Sam Strings did a review on one of these. I can't remember. Interesting little thing though. It's got a rubber buffers. Never seen those on a model before. Hasn't got any couplings. I think one may have broken off it in transit. But this is certainly going to be an interesting model to try and get working again. So I'll keep you all posted on that. So this one's a bit interesting. I cannot make out a brand name, but it was made in 1996. Can't make out a brand name, but it does seem to be 00 gauge, which is why I got the track out. I'm unsure of the origin of this, but see if I can fit some tension locks to that. That'd be fun. And now we have something that should hopefully be instantly recognisable. We have a Triang Princess tender, the early type, and we have a spare chassis to go with it. I think that's meant to go under the Coronation body. I'm unsure. Looks a bit too small, yeah. I don't know what I'll use these for, but I'll put them towards something, absolutely. And now, the main reason this order came in are these wheels specifically. Or are they? Yes, I think they are. He sent these as replacements for the Hornby 00 A4, yeah, see, A4 on the packet, the A4 tender wheels, since I had a 3-rail A4 tender, and I needed it to be 2-rail. So I've sent him the 3-rail wheels, and I've got these in exchange. We've also got some Hornby 00 coach and wagon wheels. I think these are the 2-rail versions. And also, I think these ones here are spares from a Triang Flying Scotsman tender. So the A4 wheels I'll get on the A4 tender probably this weekend. These, I will probably put them towards more 00 3-rail to 2-rail wagon conversions. And I'm unsure what I'll do with these. Again, I think they're Scotsman tender wheels for the Loco Drive model. We've also got, oh yeah, there's some more wheels here. I'm unsure what these ones are. I think these may also be 00 A4 tender wheels. Although one of them is actually broken, so I'll have to see if I can fix that. But anyway, wheels. We've also got a couple tension lock couplers. You can never have too many of those. Again, he works with 3-rail, so I think he's converting all his to take 00 couplers. So naturally, he doesn't really need the tension locks. So he sent those to me since I'm a 2-rail modeler and I kind of need them. Again, you can never have too many of these. So those will definitely go to use. And lastly, we have a grand total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 Lima 040 chassis. He said he has a good 80 of them, so he's got plenty to keep himself going and sent me these ones for projects. These are apparently brand new. These have never been used, aside from maybe tested at the Lima factory or something. But these have never had motors, never had gears, never been run. Again, I'm not sure what I'll do with these. I might try and design a 3D printed chassis to go with them, because I'm in need of a short wheelbase 060 chassis. So I could probably design one of those to take the Lima wheels. That'd be a fun project. Yeah, that is everything. So I genuinely was not expecting to get this much. So Rich, if you're watching this, thank you again so much. The A4 and Coronation, I will definitely be trying to fit those onto motorised chassis. Again, I think a Triang Princess chassis will definitely do the trick. Maybe shorten them a little bit, do a what if Triang made these particular models. The Pico 040, that's going to be a fun model to try and get going again. Again, I'm unsure on the history of the model, or... Okay, yeah, that hasn't broken. But yeah, I'm unsure on the history of this model, so any pointers and any information would be greatly appreciated. Likewise with this wagon. Again, I'll show you the underside, see if you can make out the brand name, because I certainly can't. The tenders, again, unsure what these will go to, but they will definitely go to something. The wheels, I'll be getting the A4 tender wheels fitted probably this weekend. Others, I'll keep the 00 wheels, because you can never really have too many Hornby 00 wheels, especially the 2-rail ones. The chassis, again, I may end up designing a 3D printed short wheelbase 040 chassis, 060 chassis to take these. It'll certainly be a fun project to keep me occupied. And I will definitely be finishing up those Kitmaster Mark 1s. Like I said, I wanted to do more rolling stock kits, but ratio wagon kits, from my experience, the carriages are a massive pain. I don't like building them. I've got 2 unfinished. I mean, don't get me wrong, they look good, but I just can't make them run properly. Don't know if that's my ineptitude or just the quality of the kits. But these ones, I'm hoping these will be rather nice runners once they're done. So, once again, a big thank you to Rich. And, well, thank you all for watching. So, definitely have more news on these in the future. Bye-bye.